Can you tell us your name and what you do?
My name is Shawn Alexander, and I do a book for Image called Empty Zone, and I just started a book for Vertigo called Frostbite.
Very nice. I am a huge fan of Empty Zone. Your art style is amazing. I can actually see Corinne, the character behind you, walking down the street. It's so realistic. It's amazing. So my first question for you, it's a little bit of a big question, so I'll give you some time to think about it. What does your work say about the human condition?
I don't know if I intend to say anything about the human condition. I just try to be as honest as I can about the human condition. The artwork and the story, you just see these surface, shallow, vigilante characters, badass characters, anti-heroes, heroes, but they just never feel human to me. Whether I'm painting or drawing or writing, I just want to make figures and characters that are real, that are flawed, and not overly dramatically so. Just people, comics that you can genuinely relate to. Even if she has a cybernetic arm, I try so hard to get these little moments of humanity. And so I don't necessarily know if I'm saying anything about the human condition as opposed to trying to show it as real as possible.
So what inspired you to create Empty Zone? Because you are the writer as well as the artist, correct?
Empty Zone was originally created when I was 19. And at that point, I just wanted to draw a William Gibson Neuromancer style cyberpunk story and draw a hot chick. And I was 19. And I was a big fan of things like The Crow and things like that, so I knew I was going to be doing darker stuff. And it got picked up from a company called Sirius, and all of a sudden I needed to put a plot behind it. And over a couple of miniseries, it started developing into a real story. And then I took about a 10-year hiatus and found all the artwork and really saw that I now had an idea of what this story really could be. So I just relaunched into something where I wanted to, I think Corinne on some level, I think all characters that you create are part of you or whatever, but it's, I don't know, it was at the perfect time in my career in comics and everything else where I wanted to make my own stuff again. And I had so much more to say than my 19-year-old self that I could put into this. And I wanted to do a book that was everything that I love about reading, movies, music, everything. So, it's cyberpunk, it's suspense, it's horror, it's, and drama as well. So.
Yeah, I definitely love the supernatural elements as well as cyberpunk. I think that's a really interesting mix to put together because you see usually cyberpunk and supernatural, but not when they're married together. Who is your favorite comic book artist?
The guys I go to still whenever I really want to feel motivated to draw comics is Will Eisner and Mike Mignola. They have great imagery, but it's their storytelling. They're really amazing panel-to-panel storytelling that remind me why I love drawing comics so much. So those guys.
Does Empty Zone's story end with issue 10?
No.
Oh, no. You said no. Okay, that was quick.
Depending on where things are going and where me and my colorist and all of our interests lie, there'll be a third arc. So the third arc will either be an amazing trilogy or a fantastic beginning to a whole ongoing series.
And so you don't make a ton of comics, but when you do, it's something memorable like Abe Sapien, The Drowning, or Batman, Arkham, and Hinge. What keeps drawing you back into making comics?
That's a fantastic question. It's this weird obsession. I show every other year or so in gallery exhibitions, and I'm sure my gallery would love for me just to keep doing that. But every other year, I'm like, guys, I really have to go draw a comic. And I love storytelling, and it's my preferred method. I directed a couple of short films, and after that, I was like, no, I'm good. I like comics. I like being the one guy that's doing this, and I'm really obsessed with storytelling, and comics is just by far one of the most perfect mediums to do that in.